Like, it's easy to convince you that money is hard to come by. It's easy to convince you that money is not meant for you. It's easy to convince you that money is complicated and complex to hold on to and multiply and grow. It is very difficult to convince you that money is actually very simple to attract, to acquire, to multiply. It is very difficult to convince you that you're capable of making a lot of money and doing a lot of good with it. I want you to first understand that money is not something mystical that's only made for some people but not other people. I used to think that money was for the white collar people that went to college, that are sophisticated and fancy and drive those fancy cars, and that it's not for blue collar people. It's not for people who didn't go to college. It's not for immigrants. It's not for people who lived in Section 8 housing. That is a big fat lie. Money's not evil. Money doesn't really care. Money doesn't change people. What it does is it exposes people and it amplifies people. If you're a jerk, when you have money, you're just going to be a bigger jerk, a bigger asshole. But if you're a decent human being and you're kind to people and you're generous and you like to share what little you have, well, when you have money, you'll be more kind, more generous, and you'll share more of what you have, right? So money is an amplifier. So when you hear, people say that, money is bad, money is evil, money is wrong, it's not. It's not. The people you're hearing that from are the ignorant, money ignorant people who don't know any better, and therefore they want to vilify money. Because if they vilify money and tell you, we don't talk about money in this household, right? Because if you're a kid, you ask your parents like, hey, mom, dad, how do I make more money? Go to school, get a good job, and you'll make money. Well, okay, go to school, get a good job, trade my time and my life for dollars. Got it. But is there a better way? Is there any way I can make more money than the growth of inflation? Is there any way I can have multiple money streams, income streams? I don't know. We don't talk about money in this family. That's not a thing we talk about. It's not proper to talk about money. And actually it is. It is. And I've had this money conversation with Andrew and Chloe, my kids, ever since they were puppies. And I helped them understand that money's not good or bad. Money exposes who you are, is an amplifier of who you are. If you're a good person, you'll be a better person. If you're an asshole, you'll be a bigger asshole. That's really what money does, number one, right? Number two, you have to understand that money is value. If you just look at what money is value. It's just an inherent value. And what I mean by that is if you have a job and you're getting paid X amount of dollars per hour, or you're getting paid X amount of dollars per year as a salary, that is the value that you've put on your time, on your life, right? $15, $20, $30 an hour. That is the value that you've put on your time in your life. If I want to buy this pen and this pen is $20, that is the perceived value that society or whoever has put on this. And if I want this pen, I have to give $20 to get this pen. And if enough of us feel that this pen is worth $100, let's say because somebody famous uses it on TV, let's say Donald Trump signs something and with this pen, and all of a sudden this brand of pens jump from $20 to $100, well, what happened? We all agreed that if it's good enough for Trump, it must be a good pen. Therefore, the perceived value of the pen went up, right? It's as simple as that. And therefore, now it's a $100 pen when just last week it was a $20 pen. And that's all money is. It's value and how you value your time when you're trading time for dollars, right? And if you understand that, and you understand that money is exchanged for other values. So other values could be experiences that you have. Maybe you're going to go watch a movie with your honey. Maybe you're going to go on a vacation with your family. Maybe you want to buy a nice car, right? For possessions or a nice home. Like money is value. If you value a home and you want a home on a big property with no neighbors, that's going to cost you more. The value of that will be higher. And if you start understanding that money is value and that everything that money touches is value, including the time that you are giving away of your life in exchange for money, then you realize, holy shit, two things. One, I better increase my own value so I can be worth more. Number two, I better be careful what I buy because soon the possessions that I own will ultimately own me. I know plenty of people that make really good money. I'm talking millions of dollars, but they also have obscene spending habits.